How about that, Dolphin fans? The NFL, man, brings you the excitement each and every week. Nothing like the close games, and you get it right away for week one for us, week two in the NFL. Of course, also repping a little bit of Florida Gators. Heck of a throw by Felipe Franks, allowing them to beat Tennessee. So definitely a good football weekend for me. But now, of course, as always, I'm here to give you my thoughts and opinion on this game, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a quick recap, and then I'll go into some of the thoughts. The game started off kind of both teams filling each other out. The Dolphins would take the 3-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Neither team being able to do a whole lot. I think there was maybe only 3 drives. First quarter, then the Chargers would pull out in front with the 10-3 lead at halftime. They would miss their first of 2 field goals towards the end of the first half, allowing the Dolphins to stay close. They came out in the second half. I thought they played a lot more aggressive, more passing with Jay Cutler, especially down the field. And J.J. seemed to get better as the game went along. So then the Dolphins would score, which led to the Chargers scoring, and you had a little bit of a back and forth. Dolphins got a couple of stops themselves, but were held to field goals. So it went from 17-10 to 17-16, and then finally Cody Parkey making his 4th field goal on the day, 4 for 4, and this one over 50 yards to give the Dolphins the 19-17 lead towards the end of the game. But the defense, which had struggled in many areas of this game, especially the passing defense, couldn't stop Phillip Rivers. They drove down the field, and the Chargers had the chance to win it with a 40-yard field goal, but they would come up short. Or not short, rather they would miss the field goal, and so the Dolphins win 1-0 on the season, and they will play the New York Jets next week. But as far as this game, some of the positives I thought for the Miami Dolphins, pretty much just about anything on offense. 19 points certainly isn't a great amount, but I thought the Chargers had a good defensive performance. Jay Cutler was fine, a little pedestrian in the first half, but maybe that's to be expected. New team, new situation. He didn't, turn the ball over. He didn't fumble the ball. So, he did a pretty good job. I believe he had about 230 yards, a touchdown. He gave the Dolphins a chance to win this game. And he didn't, lose the game for the Dolphins. And that's really the role I see him playing. He has the arm to take a couple of chances, but I think the Dolphins just want him to be someone that doesn't get in the way. But Ajayi, man, still a beast, 120 yards, a great performance by him. Both Jarvis Landry and Devontae Parker had great games. Devontae Parker looks like he could be set for a big year, and the offensive line was pretty solid. Jay Cutler only really had 1 sack. A couple of times he had to avoid the pass rush, but they did a pretty good job run blocking, pass blocking. I really liked the offensive line, which I don't get to say a lot, so I will certainly take that. On the defensive side of the ball, I liked the run defense. I think it took him, Melvin Gordon, I remember in the second quarter had like 0 rushing yards for the game, and of course that would change, and the Chargers did get better in the running game, but all in all, they really didn't allow anything crazy. No 20-yard runs or something. Passing defense, though, Phillip Rivers had easily over 300 yards. The Chargers missed 2 field goals, so you could have been talking about 23 points. If I was to give the defense and the passing defense a compliment, they held the Chargers to field goal attempts. They didn't allow the Chargers to score, a lot of touchdowns. There was a lot of times the Chargers were in the red zone, and they held them. And so that's positive. If you're going to bend, at least don't break, as they say. And at the end of the day, the Chargers only had 17 points. So at the end of the day, the defense looked good on the scoreboard. I think the passing defense is a major concern. I can see a lot of teams that could kill us if the secondary for Miami played the way it did today. But at the end of the day, they did what they had to do to win. I thought this was a solid start. Now, if you're Miami, you're hoping maybe you can beat the Jets next week, build a few wins together, and try to put yourself in a position to make another playoff run. So let me know what you thought down below, the good and the bad, Dolphin fans, and I will see you with the next video soon.